We're rolling.
Uh-oh, you can't finish the story.
You'll never know the end of my story. It's kinda sweet, yes, it's kinda sweet. Cause it's so sweet, yes, it's kinda sweet. Kinda sweet, kinda sweet. Hey, I'm feeling kinda sweet. How about you?
I'm feeling kinda sweet. Full sweet or kinda sweet? Kinda sweet, kinda sweet. It's kinda sweet.
Hey,
Hello.
how you doing?
Good. Not as fresh as Sunday mornings, I would say, but
Yeah, today we're like, this is like our night look. Do you like
Yeah.
that? Do you like my evening look?
that is what it is, right? Is that we're having our little night.
Yeah.
It's like we're having a nightcap, but for me, it's a decaf coffee. What about you?
How
Water?
weird is it to drink decaf now? I used to judge people so hard who drink decaf.
Why? Oh, because it's like you don't actually like coffee.
Yeah, I used to think that people who
Uh-oh. It's going to be like, I'm never going to feel confidence again in my lifetime now.
I used to think that people that don't drink booze and don't drink coffee are not to be trusted. And now
I've heard that theory. It's so weird. Not from you, from like multiple people.
Right, this is the thing.
Yeah, especially the not drinking, but that's changed.
Yes. Well, okay, I used to be like so judgmental about this. I used to be so judgmental in general when I was in my 20s.
I was going to say, like, how long ago are you thinking? Because, like, people do say when you hit 30, you start to, like, maybe not be as judgmental or towards yourself, but sometimes towards others as well.
Oh, yeah. I was very judgmental towards myself.
Yeah.
And I still struggle with that. I'm sure we could elaborate this.
Yeah,
on this
we could
for-
probably. By the way, just kidding.
Yes.
I'm 31.
Okay, tell me, but I gotta tell you this.
That's it. I just want to say that I've only spent 1 year not being hard on others.
I'm really proud of you. I'm really
Thank
proud of
you.
you.
Go
But
ahead.
Yeah, so I used to be very, very skeptical of people that didn't drink coffee. And now I don't drink alcohol. And I've been trying to get off the caffeine.
So you have decaf coffee.
And so now
Yeah.
I'm the problem. I'm the one that I was always like side-eyeing.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, you can't handle your alcohol, you can't handle your liquor or your caffeine.
Who are you?
Yeah.
What kind of monster are you?
Yeah. Okay. That's exactly how I used to feel about alcohol, but not anymore. But I don't know. I've always been into decaf coffee because I used to be a barista. And so by
that's
like the
right.
third free drink, you're like, I should probably do the fourth one decaf because I'm about to like have a heart attack in here and I still have to close this place up, you know?
You know you're too caffeinated when you start to feel it. Like you feel it behind your throat and like kind of in your nose a little bit.
It's like a sinus infection. Yeah, for sure. And I was into rock climbing already in college. And so I would close the coffee shop down like at 7:00, go have my little rock climbing sesh. And yeah, I would feel actually ill trying to get up the wall if I like pushed it too much while working. Yeah. And it's not a good feeling to have at night.
Oh no, girl. Oh, little jitters.
Little jitters. It's like 7:45 p.m. and I'm just like shaking going up the wall.
Not good. Yeah. So we're here at nighttime having decaf. And I was recalling, of course, when I was in New York, I went so hard on coffee. It was like 6 cups a day.
How many jobs did you have?
6 times 2.
Yeah.
So it was like 2 cups per job. And this is every day.
Okay, that's
And I was
too
sleeping
much.
also 2 hours a night for 8 years of my life.
Yeah, I visited you in that chapter,
Yeah.
so I know that this is true.
Thank you. Fact check.
Yeah.
But I was remembering that I actually never drank coffee until I studied abroad. Can you believe that?
You were also pretty young when you studied abroad.
This is true. I was,
19?
I think I studied in Barcelona. So I moved to Barcelona when I was 18
Okay, yeah, you were young because
or 19. 18 or 19.
you started college when you were 17, right?
This is true.
So that
Yeah.
was like really cool. And then everything just happened when you were a little younger. So I remember
Yeah.
it was a huge deal that you were going to be living out of the country for a whole year because you
so
were still
awesome.
like a teenager doing that.
I know. It was such a scandal.
Okay, so you started drinking coffee abroad.
That was the first time that I experienced so many things. Jet lag. Going to restaurants that do not have a hostess and you just like seat yourself, you know?
Uh-huh.
And that was the first time I experienced like a level of fatigue that was just impossible. And in Barcelona, in the school, they had all these like automatic coffee machines.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, the time is now. This addiction starts today. And that's
but did you just press a button and it would come out for free? Or what are you talking about?
Oh, no, you put in like a euro and you get your little cafecito, like a little espresso.
Yeah, how could they make that free? That was a ridiculous question. Can you imagine? That's my college. If I ever design a college, just like free coffee dispensers everywhere.
You could do that. You could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be like that grant funder.
Yeah. Oh, that's not a bad idea.
This coffee was so good. And this like máquina, I don't know how they did it. There was even like a sugar thing. It was so amazing. So that's where my addiction started. Never turned back. And now... So you know I'm a student again?
I know. I was noticing your hands. Did you paint in class today?
No. This was like after class homework, what happened to me.
Oh, you like to write your notes in turquoise ink?
I like to write my notes in non-lined book paper in many different colors.
Oh, okay. I have to have lines, but that's for another episode.
Oh. That sounds riveting. Join us on episode 3 when we talk about
lined paper. Lined paper. Okay.
Wait, but don't you want to know about my class?
Yeah. Tell me more. Tell us more.
Do you like wake up in the day and you're like, oh, I want to know what it's like. I want to know what Scarlett's doing right now in school.
Actually have texted like multiple of my friends that, oh yeah. Wait, can I say what college you're at?
Oh yeah. Tell everyone.
That you're at the Kumeyaay Community College.
Yeah.
And so people are asking me what you're studying. So why don't you tell the people and then finish off what you were saying before? I'm just overly excited about you being back in school.
I also really love having this chat, thinking that we have like so many fans and everybody wants to.
We do. We have like 103K followers already on Instagram.
Oh my God, totally.
Just kidding. It's 0. Join us for more later of another, because I'm going to make the Instagram a little better, but we'll get there.
Yeah. Just slow your roll there.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us about college.
Okay. So I'm enrolled in 2 schools.
Yeah.
Kumeyaay Community College and San Diego College of Continuing Education. It's amazing. So I'm in the Kumeyaay Studies program with Dr. Stan Rodriguez, who is this incredible advocate for preserving Kumeyaay knowledge and just such he's so radical about sharing the language, sharing the traditions, and it's been incredible. He helped me out with when I was doing research for my mural at Liberty Station. That's when I met him, and he helped me kind of uncover the history that we were never taught in schools here in Kumeyaay land that we call San Diego. Ugh. Anyway, so I'm at Kumeyaay College, and I'm taking 2 classes.
But is he who inspired you to start studying there, or were you already thinking about that as an option for you? Because you've been talking about wanting to go back to school for a while, and I know it's hard to go back to school and make the decision, and financially it's really hard too.
Girl.
Yeah.
That was what I was also thinking, because I love taking classes here and there, and I think since I graduated in 2007, I've always had like a class here, a class there. I was at the Art Students League in New York, and I was taking Nahuatl classes in Mexico City.
That's a lot more than a lot of people already, though, because it's just really hard to even take a class.
Yeah, and so when I enrolled here, I was like, oh, I got this. But I forgot how demanding school is, like proper school, real school.
I know. Writing a paper.
Yeah.
Oof, yeah.
So, yeah, I did get inspired after collaborating with him, and I don't know, I guess I feel like, oh man, there's a part of me that feels so mad about the history that we were not taught in school, and I just, I came to this feeling of like, okay, I need to unlearn like everything. I all of a sudden just felt like
break it all down.
Yeah, like,
and then build it back up again.
oh,
Those are not my words, but I've heard that in education a lot. Like if we could just start over, but it is really hard to unlearn.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard. And did you know?
Did you know of the week?
Did you know that last month was Mother Language Day?
Oh, we had a little chit chat about this at the rock climbing gym.
Yeah, I thought about you so much because you're a linguistics specialist.
Yes, I was doing my best to explain, like, what is, like, how did Carmen ask us? Because we were with our younger sister, Carmen. She's like, what is mother language or mother tongue? And I'm like, your first language. Was I right about that? Or no?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
because
yeah.
we talked about that for like 20 minutes. I don't remember exactly why. Okay, so did you celebrate that as a class? Or how did you know that that was happening?
Yeah, so Dr. Stan was the opening speaker for this. It was like a gathering. Everything's online now.
Oh, a gathering, but like a virtual gathering.
A virtual gathering? What do you call
Okay.
this? Like a conference?
Oh, you were at a conference already? Like month one of school, and you're like, okay.
I know.
So you're at this conference.
I'm at this conference, which is actually just like hitting a Zoom link. And it was fascinating. It was fascinating because I felt this. I was thinking a lot about our family and how, you know, there's so many years between us as sisters. And so we grew up like with different contact to the language. Like you always mention.
Oh, I know where you're going with this. And for our fans, our younger sister, so I'm in the middle. So our younger sister is 6 years younger than me, and you are 6 years older than me. So I have like the worst middle child syndrome that you could be handed. But anyways, so I always talked about how Spanish and English, I think that Spanish and English are both your first language, because I think that you were being spoken to in Spanish like a good amount living in El Paso, Texas with our Mexican American and also like Mexican, because grandma's from Mexico.
Right.
Grandparents.
Yeah.
I think, and it was just there in the household. But for me, we had already moved to San Diego and I didn't have any grandparents around.
This is like a huge impact on language development.
It really is. It's
Which
like,
you have taught me. I don't just know these things.
okay. Yeah, it definitely is. And it's something that you don't even know you're going through or experiencing, obviously, because you're a newborn. Even as a newborn, all the way up till 1 year old, if you had, I don't know, once a week, if you had a grandparent around for 2 hours total, that is something that I'm sure stuck with you and you still have today.
Yeah, it's funny because it's something that you're not conscious of. And I guess that's why has such an impact on language development, because it's a comfort that you have around this language. Mm-hmm. And so there's like an ease.
Like a lullaby, like a mom singing a very specific song to their baby. And then like even in your adulthood, maybe it's the same song you would sing to your baby. You still find comfort in it. Like the sing-songiness, especially of Spanish too.
Yep.
So I would argue that you learned both at the same time, and maybe you just forgot some of it in the middle, because I know you've said you learned it in college.
Well, you know what happens? You go to school.
Okay, it's not valued. Yeah, unlearn all of it.
You go to school and then they tell you you're only allowed to speak English, and we're going to drill this into you until you forget the language that was spoken at your home. And then you're going to have to work really hard in high school to relearn that. And then if you get good enough, then you could put that on your resume and get more money wherever
But show
you're
us you're
working.
smart enough to learn a second language in high school, okay?
So it's just, the whole thing is crazy. And that is why this is the crazy fact that I got from this Zoom conference.
Oh, yeah, what's the did you know? Hold on, bring it back.
Did you know?
Did you know?
Did you know a language dies every 4 days?
Oh, my.
Yeah, so there's like upwards of 7,000, I think like 7,125 languages spoken in the world today. and every 4 days, a language dies.
That is very hard. Okay, so that's believable. Like, we're talking about maybe humankind not putting enough value on this, right? I don't know, because in other countries there is a lot more value on it. But anyways, I'm trying to imagine, where is this happening?
It's happening in that same structure as you go to school and they tell you no.
Okay,
okay. So Dr. Stan,
yeah, what did he
talked
say?
about this.
Yeah,
he says that the culture of kind of this, what's celebrated in the States is a monolingual culture.
definitely.
And
Unfortunately.
yes. Mm-hmm. And he demands radical change, that we adopt many languages and that we learn other people's languages, and that we at least speak 5 languages. How many languages do you speak?
1.5.
Oh, come on!
2.
You speak Spanish.
I know, I do. It's just not my first language, and so it's not like my choice to, like, I mean, I know, like, Maxie, my husband, will be listening and he'll be super mad that I said that. And like, yeah, but it's just.
Also, my suegra said that you were talking to her and she's like, oh, está lindísima y habla igual como tú. Habla perfecto.
I have really tried my best because, yeah, like, your suegros are just so fun. And yeah, it's really just, it's really hard because now having a baby, I think like, okay, I need to actively speak Spanish to him. But Mom and Dad, they did not speak Spanish to us in that way growing up.
Wait, do you recall finally learning Spanish and then speaking Spanish to Mom and Dad and realizing how terrible their Spanish is?
Oh, okay. That's like a whole topic. And like, actually, I do hope you're listening, because the thing is, you had me so convinced, okay, that you were so fluent and that, and then all of a sudden you come back from Spain or from Argentina or Mexico, wherever you were, speaking Spanish, right? Then you hear Dad or Mom start to speak and you're like, why me? I do not want to listen to this. This is not good. Spanish.
Like, what language is
what
this?
just happened
what
to you?
Is this?
Yeah, it's like a very what the freak.
What the freak?
What the freak of the week?
What the freak of the week? Wait, but
there's a lot more to that. But
yeah, and I want to bring it back to Dr. Stan because I also lately have been feeling like, I don't know. I want to talk about this here because I'm really curious about your input as an educator and in, working places that really prioritize diversity and elevating marginalized communities. There's a part of me that feels like, man, I grew up in San Diego, but I'm not Kumeyaay. I didn't grow up Kumeyaay. And even though the more that I'm learning about the indigenous culture here, I'm seeing so many connections with like indigenous Mesoamerican culture and Mexica culture and Nahua people.
Had an in-depth discussion about that comment because you've already told me that before about the connections you see with Rosemary and Jen, shout out.
Hey.
And I find that very interesting that you have found so many connections, and I find it very beautiful.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I'm able to unlock parts of my own heritage by learning about the indigenous community here in San Diego. But there's a part of me that feels so insecure because I'm like, am I allowed? I didn't grow up with this culture. Am I allowed to learn the language and practice the traditions? And this is where I really admire Dr. Stan because he is all about opening this up to everyone who's interested in a way that preserves this culture and, could rewind this erasure that is happening. And so he challenges
so much to say.
Oh yes. So his challenge, he's like,
okay,
learn Kumeyaay, speak with someone Kumeyaay. We need to open up opportunities for more dialogue and more places to have conversation because there's only 28 living fluent speakers of Kumeyaay in San Diego, which are divided by this political border and 20 other speakers on the other side of the border. So
not surprising.
Yeah, it's very complex, but I was so happy leaving that conference because I felt anxiety and a sense of urgency, but also empowered and hopeful by Dr.
Yeah,
Stone.
definitely. It's always like that where you learn something that you could walk away just defeated and you could say, that sounds like someone else's problem. And that is exhausting. Or you could walk away empowered and like recharged somehow. Sounds like he's an excellent speaker. Like the fact that you left and you're like, well, I want to learn and all of these things. But going back to language,
Yeah, tell me
it's
everything.
very
I knew you were going to have
powerful.
like all the intel.
It's very powerful for communities to keep their mother language in that way because it's like what you're saying. And I mentioned public school, like in public education, and I can talk about California because I'm credentialed in California. I'm not sure in other states like how it is, but in California, in public schools, we're mandated certain curriculum and the entire curriculum is in English. And, you know, there aren't a lot of options for newcomers, which is the title that they've given people that are new to the country. And like that, so there's going to be people who fact check me. And yes, I know that there is a curriculum, but I haven't seen much of a value on putting finances to back it, to actually teach it the way it was intended.
Right.
So there's like a little bit more power for the government and for California to be like, everyone's just going to speak English. And also there's not going to be all these secret languages to come after us. It's just going to be, we understand what you're talking about and we're in control of what you're talking about. And these are the vocabulary words that we think are valuable for you to know in society. And so, yeah, like I taught kindergarten and first grade for like a total of about 4 years. And every time I'd have a student who was, because unfortunately, like some students are self-conscious that they're not speaking English as their first language in this setting where the curriculum is in English. I learned this fact in college and I didn't know how to tell the kids this. I'll tell you as an adult, but I wouldn't tell them this. But like, if you get in a car accident and you're bilingual and something happens to your brain, it's more likely that you'll survive because your brain is actually stronger. Yes. What the freak? Yes. What? Yes. Or did you know? That overlaps, but yeah.
That wins every did you know of all the did you knows.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's what I learned. I hope that's true. I'm pretty sure it is. I remember there was some research to back it and it was a very scientific discussion. And so I used to try to tell the students, your brain is stronger because you know more languages. You're actually stronger and healthier. But I didn't like get into details with them because they were little.
We need a campaign. This needs to be.
Yeah. So the fact that anybody would say you can only speak English in here, you're literally not wanting like the health of that person because this is literally.
Oh, we know.
We're trying to like sugarcoat. Yeah. We're not going to sugarcoat that.
Yeah.
Colonization.
Yeah.
And this Eurocentric idea that, okay, like these are the only maps you're going to know. These are the only histories you're going to know. And like the unlearning as an adult is exhausting. And that's why we do need more of these progressive places, schools. And I'm saying charter schools because I've really only found that charter schools are doing it. Maybe some private schools. Like we need these spaces where the educators feel safe enough to tell the truth because it's turning into safety.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's amazing. And there's a program. So this week I went harvesting seaweed.
Oh, okay. You want to talk about what's cooking in your kitchen tonight?
Is this a cooking show now?
This is now a cooking show. I wish we had more of a visual. We should have brought a sample.
Oh, I did. My super hot husband.
Yeah.
I kept thinking that he ate tuna. I was like, "Do you have tuna?" I asked him like 5 times today if he ate tuna, and he finally looked at me and was like, "You baked seaweed."
That's
in
the
oven.
scent that you're scenting.
Oh. Also, did you know that seaweed grows cobwebs? There's like a spider-like organism.
Is that what I saw?
And so,
Because
you think that you wash it off, but when you bake it, there's more sand on there because there's like this underwater organism that makes like a gooey cobweb that holds onto the sand.
I really don't want to be disrespectful in like about this. No, because
Because you don't eat fish.
I don't eat fish. It smells a lot like tuna in your kitchen. I appreciate that you're doing some research and like I value the traditions. It's an intense scent. But I don't want to be disrespectful. Because you learned about this in your Kumei college, and I really, like, I want to learn, and I don't want to be disrespectful. Like, I'm genuinely trying really hard to not be funny about this. Okay, tell us why you're doing that.
I know, I should have done this outside.
Okay.
I'm experimenting here.
This is something that your professor told you to experiment with?
Well, this is a field trip. We went to La Jolla Shores, and we went to the tide pools in front of UCSD, and we had permission to harvest because we're with Stan. And
that's amazing.
It was awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, any other times be illegal. Mm-hmm. But what's really cool is he is working with UCSD to create a database where the organisms are searchable in their scientific name, their English name, and their Kumei name.
Okay, that's really good. That's right there, putting the value back.
Sick.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So do you have a What the Freak of the Week?
Oh. So we already did like 3 Did You Knows and 3 What the Freaks, but my What the Freak of the Week, it's about me. Okay. Can you go first? What?
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I'm nervous to go first because...
Is yours going to be another one that's going to be like this negative?
No, it's a fast one.
It's a fast one?
It's a fast one.
Okay, I'll go second. I need time to think about if I want to share this, but yeah, go ahead.
Come on, you got to.
Okay. What I wrote down in my phone is my What the Freak of the Week is... Why do I suddenly look like I just got my... Why do I suddenly look like I just got my eyebrows done? So I was driving in the car and I was like, oh man, girl, your eyebrows are looking good. And our eyebrow girl's Alexis. She's really good. And I was thinking like, damn, Alexis. And then I was like, I have not been there in like 5 months. Do my eyebrows look good right now?
I thought you just did your eyebrows.
They are literally,
Let me tell you, everyone I know, every mother I know is more sexy
after childbirth.
It's insane. Like everything just like se acomoda in this wonderful way. That's one of those mama gifts.
And see, the last week that we did the What the Freak of the Week, I was like, this has to be a fun thing. I cannot be sad about the What the Freak. I can't. I need this to be happy. And I think, hey, like they grew out a little bit or something, which is the goal.
I'm loving it.
What's yours?
Oh my God.
What's yours?
I'm going to be in so much trouble about this one.
Is it mushrooms? Or no, what did you grow?
No.
Oh.
So I have a roommate.
Yeah.
Who's also my husband.
And he's sitting right over there.
And he's so hot. Oh my gosh. So hot and so perfect in all the ways.
This is going to be about nail clippers?
No, but it does involve the counter.
Okay.
We were being real cute, cooking lunch the other day. And I am chopping the salad. And next to the cutting board was a sock. A used sock.
On the counter.
On the counter. What do we think about this?
I had an instant connection. So yesterday I was cooking. Okay, so your What the Freak of the Week is you found a used sock on the counter.
My What the Freak of the Week is that my roommate, I'm going to refer to him as my roommate when it's a What the Freak.
Okay. Yeah, no, I appreciate this. And let me explain. So like, I'm not into cooking that much. And so Maxie cooks usually.
Right.
But Man, I kind of needed like that little break of just all I'm doing right now is cooking, and I'm not like watching Enzo and all these other things, and I'm not on my phone. I'm just going to cook. So Maxie was like, okay, put the chicken in the air fryer, like very slow so I could understand. So I like, and the chicken's in this plastic bag. Ugh. I cut it and all the juice just immediately explodes out of the bag.
Yeah.
Onto
Been
my
there, seen
socks.
that.
What did I do with the socks?
Put them on the counter.
I didn't. But I was like, these socks are not leaving this kitchen. These socks are contaminated. No, it's so weird that this is a story because this is a true story and this just happened to me last night. So hold on, there's an ending. I put the socks
In the oven.
No.
And your whole house smells like tuna.
No, that's so nasty. So I put the socks next to the trash can because I was like, I don't want to put them in the trash can, but they're almost trash. So they're going to go next to the trash can. This morning I woke up, dropped them in the trash can. I was like, this is a lost cause right now. I'm not even, how juicy do these socks need to be before I couldn't breathe new life into them ever again. I don't think so.
Oh, God.
So what's the story with your roommate? What was his idea for his sock on the counter?
It was, he went for a run and took his socks off. I don't know. I didn't really observe how those juicy socks got on the kitchen counter and integrated it into our lunch almost.
Well, yeah, like that's kind of weird that is like a common theme right now, like socks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Episode name, socks in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Juicy
Anyways.
socks.
Juicy Couture.
Juicy Couture.
They're back. They sell fabric at Joann Fabrics now.
Okay, so are there multiple locations for Joann Fabrics in San Diego? Because every time I talk to you, you're at Joann Fabrics. And I'm like, how? I thought there was one Joann Fabric. Okay, explain to the people.
Every time I talk to you, you're at, what's the name of your favorite cafe in Grossmont?
Mementos.
You're at Mementos.
So, when we get a lot of fans, I'm going to do my first book signing in Mementos.
I am not always at Joann Fabrics. Should we call Carmen?
Oh, where's Carmen? Yeah. Oh, we have to make a guess.
Okay. Let's see if she.
I think Carmen.
We need to ask her for permission this time.
We got in. So she's prepared.
Okay.
She's prepared with her lawyers, apparently.
Oh, yeah. I thought she was prepared for this phone call.
No, but she's like, you can't record my voice. Yikes. But I'm going to guess that she's at home. What are we going to do? Like, you think she's rock climbing?
Thursday.
Oh, she's at dinner with Anne, but
she's at dinner. She's not going to pick up.
Okay, see if she does.
Okay.
So I'll say home and you'll say dinner with Anne. I think we have to have different answers or we're never going to get a coffee.
Okay.
So the bet is, or like the thing is, whoever gets it right gets a coffee. And so if she's with Anne, I have to buy Scarlett a coffee with a $5 max. So you can get a Cafe de Olla from Mementos. It's $3.97.
Okay.
Or McCafe.
Hi. Can we record you?
Are you filming a podcast?
Yeah.
And it's our segment of
Where's Carmen?
Hi.
Hey. So, what you doing? Where are you?
I just got home. I was having dinner with Anne.
Oh! So I said you were home and Scarlett said you were with Anne. So apparently I get a $3.97 Cafe de Olla.
$3.97.
Damn.
Yeah, I need a rush to get into bed. I have work really early in the morning.
Oh my gosh, and work was so hardcore.
Yeah.
I almost said where she works, but I'd get fired.
Yeah, you
Fired from the sisterhood.
No,
It's
you would be served.
I know.
That's what would happen.
Oh man, your work sounds really stressful, but I won't give any other hints about what kind of stress you're under.
Google me.
She's Googleable. All right, sis. Well, we love you. Hey, did you see my seaweed photos?
Yeah, where were you?
I was at the tide pools in front of UCSD. I would love to take you anytime. Did you see my sea hairs?
I did not see your sea hairs. I was just thinking I'm not sure I would eat seaweed from our beaches, especially after the rain.
Oh, did you already eat some?
I was eating it fresh.
E. coli!
We need to change our
I gotta
What the
go.
Freak.
Okay, I gotta go. Wait, oh, shizzo. Okay.
She might
Yeah,
be right.
can't
She
surf
might
after
be
the
right.
rain.
Oh, bloody.
Oh, which
Okay, love you
beach?
guys.
All right, bye.
Oh, what beach?
I don't want a coffee. I need the anecdote.
Scarlett, this might be serious. This might be serious. How much did you eat?
I don't know. A lot.
You ate a lot.
How do you know that you have E. coli?
Do you want to Google it after or now?
Chime in the comments.
Yeah.
If you've had E. coli. And you
Leave
know
the
what
comments below.
What are the first signs?
If you've had E. coli, hopefully no one leaves a comment that they've had E. coli. Man. Oh, man. Okay, I have something else to tell you. So, did you already do your Did You Know?
I'm not sure that I can carry on.
Are you actually worried? Pause.
No. This is going to be hard to come back from.
Are you actually worried?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, man.
All right. Well, that was Carmen's always dropping knowledge and making me think critically
I know.
about how I move in the world. But also, it was super worth it. I will.
That's what matters when
Yeah.
you look back at an experience and you're just like, worth it.
Yeah, I'm going to be fine. It was great. Anyways, do you have anything else to say?
I do. I have one final note. So I wanted to say, to our fans that I did do a little bit of research about Maxie's favorite Mexican food spot.
Oh, okay.
I said I would bring it. I would bring it to episode 2. And I don't make false promises. You know, I learned the hard way being a kindergarten teacher. Like, people like, if you say something, follow through.
If you see something, say something.
Okay, if you see something, say something always. But I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the students would be like, oh, Mrs. Delbano, you said that you were going to bring us a pet fish tomorrow. Or no, that's a big promise. No, there'd be simpler things. So you have to follow through. So mine.
I appreciate this. You know, this
Yeah.
is why I feel safe with you, because I can trust you and you will deliver.
Yeah, you have to follow through. So he likes and it's going to be hard for me to say, double R, roll my R,
Tiburon.
the Birria King. It's like a truck and it's outdoors. So it has like some tents and stuff. And he took me like a couple years ago on a rainy day. And it was actually like so delicious and like really pretty to be outside and eat.
Where is it?
I think we were in Chula Vista. Oh, great. Episode 3, I'll let you know where you can find the Birria King.
Birria King. Birria.
Yeah, it's his favorite spot. So if you're looking for somewhere to go and you want some ambiance, although you are in a parking lot and although it is technically a food truck, you do get a little ambiance there.
You're in California.
Yeah, you get a little ambiance
Sun
in that
is
parking
shining.
lot. I'm not too sure why.
Bird
but
watching?
There's a
Hello.
lot. Yeah. Ooh, episode 3, I have one good bird watching spot for you. So stay tuned.
Okay, I'm excited. Tiburon. Jara. Birria.
Oh, I have to say these words?
Yeah.
Tiburon. Jara.
All right. That's great. See you next time.
We're wrapping it up. See you next time.
It's kind of sweet. Yes, it's kind of sweet. Because it's so sweet. Yes, it's kind of sweet.
Kind of sweet. Kind of sweet.
Hey, I'm feeling kind of sweet. How about you?
I'm feeling kind of sweet. Full sweet or kind of sweet. Kind of sweet. Kind of sweet. It's kind of sweet.